Right.
Like really something, not like.
Really, right. So what is this in Java and what is this in Java?
One is it like this? Like female would be the first one, and the second one would be Darlene. You know, I'm emphasizing really this.
Is it definite?
One is for conditional.
I never thought you were going to say something like that. Because that's a joke that I pull in Java 1, and I actually, you're not joking, right? No. So don't worry about it, because I ask these questions on every one of the exams, and always somebody fails it.
That's for Java, right?
That's for Java.
Really close.
And we do in Java, right? On the servlet, you have to program Java. So this one is A equals B. This is an assignment. Okay? So this, whatever value is here is assigned to this one. This one, so you're saying B is going to be assigned to this one. So what you're saying is that this one says, this one is really going to assign it. Right? No, this is equivalency. Okay? This is equivalent to this guy. They don't have to be in the same place, but they're equivalent. Okay? And this is assigning. Okay? So if you have an if statement in your servlet, something like this, so no matter what you put over here, this will always execute, no matter what A or B is. Because this one you're assigning this, so immediately it becomes the same, so this was always true. And if you were trying to actually do this, big difference. Okay? And I'm sure you're going to see stuff like this on the website. Okay. So go back to reality. So you know what this is and what this is, right? The two are exactly the same. They mean the same, they're just different variables, but they do exactly the same. Okay, so we go back to, what was this guy here? So he says to go ahead and copy that. Change the name to that. I lost my track. Okay, so we were here, we took it from here, you add the default validation, which we just saw. Write a helper method for each that tests if the data is valid. We just did that. If the exception on each program returns the default value, the data is not valid. So this was that. Then it says to copy the controller from the data bin. Okay, so we're going to go to the data bin, we're going to copy the controller, and we're going to modify the do get, right? And or
Go to the website, copy and paste.
or we go here to this guy here, the examples here, right? And chapter 3, which one are we looking for?
AW.
Controller, right? The controller. So we grab this guy here, control Alt D, and then we go and paste it, and then we analyze it.
Wait, that's the one that you're gonna have to modify.
Yeah, but you want the one that's
You want
valid.
the one that you're gonna analyze,
Yeah.
you go to the default validate one, which is just
Look at
below
it.
it.
Go back.
Where,
Oh, you're right.
See, go to the bottom. There you go.
Yeah, this is the one that we want, right?
right.
Why didn't you put the one with the error?
I'm sorry?
There.
It says error controller.
So that's another one, shared variable, that's the one.
Yeah, we're not there yet.
That's afterwards.
There's the
That's
next
another
step.
part of something. There's like 50 more to go.
So controller, right? So that's the guy? That's for sure the guy, right? So what we do here is right here, we go ahead and we do what?
So right click,
Right click,
servlet.
servlet. You guys are experts already, right? What's the name of that guy? Controller. 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 Okay. The rest is the same, right? We do next. And then what? Oh,
Servlet name.
Add. There you go. Okay. So it's CHR period.
CH3.
Okay.
I keep taking on.
Fault. Validate. Controller, right? And then we can just go ahead and do this, right? And then if I do this, then I get an error because I'm missing what?
The forward slash.
Forward slash, okay, so there you go. And then
No. More. So replace the dots with slash.
that was the error that I had then. Okay, so we delete this guy. And we delete this guy too, right? Okay, so, right? So this is the guy. Now we do that. And then what?
Paste.
We have to go back because we use that.
Yeah. Okay. So we gotta go back to this guy here. We're gonna grab this guy here again. That's the one, right? The controller for the default value. And then this guy here. Alright, so let's analyze this guy. So we have the right package, it's package 3, and it's default validate, yeah, we're in the right place. And so here you can copy correctly, I guess. And then do gets. So what is it you're doing?
You just made an object, an instance of the request data default.
So we created this object over here?
Before we did, I think it was default or data bean, or was it request data? You just changed it to request data default. So you made an instance of the new data bean that we have with the validation.
Okay, what else did he do? That was it, right? We actually, no, this is fine, right?
Oh, and he's using the JSPs from
All the way up
data
here.
bean, so that's why we're using absolute references instead of relative.
Which are these guys right over here, right?
Yeah.
These guys. Okay. Alright, so let's save this guy. Let's go back and make sure that's what we wanted. So copy the controller from the data bin, modify the do get by changing the name of the bin to request data default. This application uses the JSPs from the data bin tutorial, which is up there. We just check that. And this is, we confirm that this was changed, right? Okay, so far so good. So now it says open the configuration file folder, which is the XML.
Which we already did.
And then we're gonna say, aha, we already did it, right?
Yeah.
So we don't need to do any of these guys up to here. Then it says to go ahead and modify the index of the JSP that exists all the way up to the web pages folder. And this is the welcoming page of the application. Yes, we know that. We're gonna modify that by adding a hyperlink to the controller. Which controller?
The new one we just made.
Okay, so the hyperlink is to that particular controller. And we're gonna use the value from the URL pattern in that guy here, but we need to remove that guy. So what would be the easiest way to do this?
Go to the index.
Or go to the web MLX and pick that one from there, right?
Copy and paste.
Yeah, so that would be the other one. This one can be removed because we already know why. So, yeah, so the easiest way, let's do the easy way today. We go here and we go to a guy called index, right? So we were here, right?
I don't think he posted that.
Well, we're almost done with chapter 3, so let's see. And we're right here, right? Validate controller. Edit, controller, no, here.
No, it's really easy. Just go to the index.
So I go to the index here,
Yeah, just go to the index.
go to the index.
And we can, you wanna just make another link? We can copy the same pattern, you know, the href.
Yeah.
And then instead of data bean, we'll replace that with default validate.
Default validate, right?
And then
Validate.
delete.
Validate,
Right.
okay. And then we leave controller because that's the one we want, right?
Yeah, and then.
Yes, ma'am.
I would put a P in between so you have a space. in data being legal, or put a P.
The
Yeah.
P, what's a P?
It's a paragraph.
An
Excellent.
extra line in the space.
So if you get something in the exam like put paragraph stuff,
Yeah, so
then we
extra
know what
line
that is,
would be
right?
good.
Excellent.